I'm Alex Wolf, Content Director of Design News here on Tuesday at CES. One of the highlights for me today was the keynote by Dr. Z, the chairman of Mercedes-Benz. They're into telematics, which is in-car connected entertainment. They're marketing it. You know, for me, one of the paradoxes is that the car is becoming almost an electronic platform into which they put an engine and a transmission as an afterthought. But that notwithstanding, what Mercedes is doing here is they're talking about making a connected car. You get your Google, you get your Facebook on it. I talked to them afterwards, and this is one thing you won't hear. This is not public. What's really interesting is the research they're doing in batteries, in composites, in safety. One of the big impediments, as we all know, to the success of the electric vehicle is what's called range anxiety. People are afraid they're going to run out of juice. They're working on that. It's going to be a slow process, but Mercedes and the other companies in the car industry, I think we are probably headed to breakthroughs in the next few years. Telematics, which is what they're pitching here, probably more of a consumer play, may juice the market. So that was day two, very interesting stuff. One of the other surprises here is the MEMS pavilion. MEMS, microelectronic mechanical sensors, very tiny stuff. We're seeing them permeate consumer electronics in a way they didn't before. They're in tablets, in smartphones. This is a field, those sensors previously were only used in automotive. With electric technology now, they're advancing. We're going to have a conference in May in conjunction with our Design West event in San Jose, so it's a happening field, and it's really coming up the knee of the hockey stick now. I think one of the big challenges of CES is there's just so much stuff physically taking it all in, from the OEM, ODMs in Taiwan to the big companies. But I think one meme that we're seeing in the coming year is the fragmentation of the marketplace. The cost of entry to build a product now is zero. You can go viral with Facebook, tweeting and everything. So that, in a way, that's kind of creating a breach in the traditional relationship between dominance of the big companies going to the consumer. And I think that's going to change the face of consumer electronics in the coming years. Signing off from CES, I'm Alex Wolf, Content Director of Design News. See you on the show floor.
Hi, my name is Junko Yoshida. I'm the editor-in-chief of EEtimes. Today is January 10th. Officially, today is the first day where the show floor actually opened. And one of the things that I was really looking forward to for this year's CES is to find out what is really the connected TV, or smart TV. Some people call it smart TV, some people call it internet TV, some people call it connected TV. What are the building blocks, and how is it different? And I used to think this is all about more powerful processors, more graphics, its ability to bring in some contents from the web. Okay, maybe it can run a few apps like Facebook, Twitter. I thought this was what connected TV is. And I think I might have gotten it all wrong. The thing that I'm finding out here is that actually, this is a new trend, I think. A lot of chip companies, also consumer TV companies, what are they looking for is connecting TV with mobile phones. In other words, whether it's a mobile phones or tablets, they really need to talk to TV. So TV companies by themselves can't do this. TV companies need to have the ability to sort of bring in both services and content from devices other than TV, like mobile phones, like tablets. So that was kind of my new discovery. Samsung actually showed some applications where the smartphones or tablets can be remote control. Just by itself is not that new, but once these tablets can be utilized for, say, putting some, the Twitter chats on your smart TV or connected TV, that changes the whole dynamics. But what surprised me today, actually, I did have an interesting interview with the president of MediaTek. MediaTek is one of the two most well-known TV chip companies in the world. What they told me, which is kind of interesting, is that I used to think that they are TV chip companies. Okay, they also do mobile chips, right? And it turns out the president is saying that having both platforms, mobile platforms and the TV SoC platforms, that actually help them. In other words, that if you have only one of those, you are probably dead in the water. You need to have both mobile play and TV play. Tomorrow, I'm actually looking forward to walk around the floor, really find out some gadgets that I've never seen before. Well, that's it for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, I'm Alan Yoga Singham. I'm a technical analyst from UBM Tech Insights. Today is my third day at CES. It feels like my 12th. I am tired. It's been a long day, and there hasn't been much food, so I'm also hungry. So I apologize if my stomach growls during the duration of this interview. Just wanted to let people know what I observed on my third day here at CES. The biggest thing I've taken from just having a chance to go through most of the South Hall today was that CES this year is really emphasizing the experience of technology over technical innovation. I haven't seen too many booths other than Qualcomm showcasing advances in hardware or software. Most of the booths are really promoting the experience that their existing hardware is now capable of achieving with advances in other areas of technology, namely wireless connectivity. For example, we could use the Nokia booth, which was promoting the implementation of Windows 7 across their line of handsets in their Lumia line. Between the 700, or sorry, the 710, the 800, and the 900, Nokia is really pushing the experience of using tiles to manage and manipulate your life in some capacity. The only company that really stood out from the pack today, in my opinion, on the South Hall, because that's the only part of the building I managed to get through today, was Qualcomm. Qualcomm really decided to fire a proverbial bullet across to their competition across the walkway in NVIDIA by introducing demonstrations that showcase their S4 line of Snapdragon processors. Now, for those unfamiliar with the Snapdragon line, they are Qualcomm's flagship chipset for mobile applications. Today, we got an introduction to their 28 nanometer S4 generation processors, which includes the AP8064 and the MSN 8960. We got to see demonstrations showcasing their ability to remove the necessity of extra components by letting the audio and the image signal processing occur within the processor itself. You saw some of the advances in just pure processing power. They set up numerous booths showcasing the power of gaming that's available on this upcoming 28 nanometer process. I keep stressing the 28 nanometer process because that in itself is an achievement, because it's going to lower the overall power consumption in any device that uses this new chipset. So you're going to see handsets with much longer or much better battery life as a result. It was really interesting as their engineers felt very confident, despite the fact that they're going to be about 6 months behind NVIDIA, who used their space at CES to showcase their Tegra 3 quad-core processor. So these two companies are going to be battling for a very competitive market in the quad-core space, but they're going to be the only ones battling in that space, judging by what we've seen today from other companies. Intel introduced their mobile processor at their keynote, but there was no mention of dual or single or quad-core capability. And so far, it's been about the number of cores as the technical innovation. What surprised me? The biggest surprise, I think, was the fact that Intel makes no mention whatsoever of their Ivy Bridge 22 nanometer processor at their actual exhibit. Unless you were one of the lucky 10,000 to get into the keynote today, you weren't able to find out anything about the new Ivy Bridge processor until you saw the demonstrations they brought on their reference platforms today. Having a chance to talk to some of the Intel guys, they didn't want to speak about it, and it seemed very odd that one of their newest processors that's supposed to come out in April would not be mentioned in the least at one of the flagship events for technology. Tomorrow I look forward to the Central Hall. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the manufacturers that are down there. I haven't had a chance to really study the list yet and figure out exactly my plan of attack, but I'm hoping that most of the booths really come out with some newer technology that at the systems level. Like I'm hoping to see some brand new handsets that are coming out 6 to 8 months from now. I'm hoping to see some tablets that aren't coming out in the next couple of weeks, but coming out towards later of 2012 that are really going to push the boundaries of technology. I'm very excited to see how technology transitions in burgeoning markets like India and China. I had a chance to talk to one of Nokia's representatives today, and they're still very excited about the China market. And you know, Intel themselves, you know, they're introducing their first smartphone in partnership with Lenovo for the Chinese market. I mean, we can't ignore the fact that, you know, in terms of raw customers, it's the biggest market in the world. And so I'm very excited to see what companies do, like ZTE, for example, a Chinese manufacturer, or Huawei, what they have in store for this very diverse but very large market. So this is Alan Yogasingham reporting not so live from CES, and I'm sure you'll hear from me tomorrow if the day doesn't kill me.